Hey everybody, welcome to week 4. We're going to be talking about human resources this week. I'm going to go over Textron with you, some of the highlights that I found that I liked about the company. I'm not going to read the slide word for word, but I'll leave it up here so you guys can look at it. You're welcome to look back through my PowerPoint. Definitely you can tell that they're a company that is driven. They're a results-based company. They are after lots of different products. If they find something that they think can be successful, they're going to jump on it. But also they're very involved in the well-being of their employees. Definitely you can see in the culture that their people definitely are the best part of their products. So they have a commitment to employee well-being, diversity, commitment to communities, health and safety, and definitely everything that they do is ethical that I found. In their safety culture, they like to go on what they call an EHS platform, so environmental health and safety framework. And as far as if you know anything about, if you've studied the SMS, definitely Textron puts forth what I like to call a just culture, and a lot of us have read a just culture. That basically what that is a safety management system, and you would encourage your employees to report issues. It's a system where employees can come, and not worry about being reprimanded or getting in trouble for, bringing up an issue to their supervisor or to the company that's a hazard. That they need to correct. And Textron does a really good job at this. I actually read their handbook. You can go on their website and read their employee handbook. And it's not just a handbook that says, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. They actually go over scenarios with you, so you can tell, if a situation's not right, what do you need to do? How do you need to report it? So I thought that was really good for their safety culture. Key themes, like I said in the first slide, they're always investing in new products. They're leading the way with technologies right now, capturing new commercial and military business. Obviously, that's what helped them when we look back through the COVID-19. The financial sides helped them through COVID-19, those military contracts. Customers always at the forefront, and they're always focusing on new opportunities to drive growth. And here's a video I found. This is kind of like a recruiting video for their careers section, and I enjoyed it. It's about a minute long. I'll let you guys watch it here.
Powering possibilities. It means moving faster, operating at full throttle, soaring to greater heights in the air, on land, and in the water. It means putting the customer first, delivering unmatched solutions and support whenever, wherever they're needed, around the world. It means listening every day, innovating every day. At Textron, we're pushing the limits, breaking the barriers. We're powering people, performance, results, success. Textron, powering possibilities.
So I thought that was a great little marketing video that they put. Obviously, you see that they're trying to put the power in their employees' hands and the people's hands. Creativity is something that they definitely like, and that they want to see from their employees is more creativity. This week we've been asked to do a personal experience about something from the text, and so the part of the text that I picked out is leadership is an absolute necessity in a successful organization. I think that's a pretty simple quote, but it's very important. So recently in a job that I was in that I lost during this worldwide crisis that we've been going through, I would say that the main factor was poor leadership, and it wasn't necessarily the pandemic. So a lot of people say, oh yeah, you want to blame it on your boss or whatever. This was definitely a situation that was a poor leadership situation. And, some of the things that are outcomes of poor leadership you can look at is employee dissatisfaction, reduced productivity and performance. You're going to have a high turnover rate, lack of coordination and teamwork. And the biggest thing that I can say is when you have somebody that is a poor leader, they cannot command the respect of their staff or employees, people up under them, and it'll be apparent. So if you have a meeting and you have a poor leader get up and try to give a speech or a meet or go over something, maybe it's a weekly staff meeting, something like that, it'll be very obvious if that leader cannot command the respect of the people up under him or her, and the people will be very disinterested. You can look around the room and it'll be pretty obvious. And odds are, if you've got a poor leader that's over you, the person that's over them is probably a poor leader, person that's over them is probably a poor leader, and you can kind of follow the chain right up through the company. That's not always the case, but definitely in my experience, poor leadership just, it's contagious. It doesn't just necessarily stem from one person, because if you're in a situation and you do have a poor leader, something that's going to be very obvious to the person above them, and they're not going to be there very long. So I think it definitely can hurt a business. You have to have great leadership. And that's all I have for you this week, guys. Here's my references, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Have a good night.